The strategy, you were asked a specific question. Who defined the strategy for Fast and Furious?
Well, a case like Fast and Furious goes through several levels of approval, sir.
Who originated the strategy for Fast and Furious?
I believe it was at the street level.
Tell me who the person is who created the strategy for Fast and Furious. You are the special agent in charge of your area. It emanated from your district.
Right.
Who originated the concept for Fast and Furious?
Sir, it's not one person who did that. It was a group of individuals who looked at the set of facts in this case and determined that this was the best strategy to follow to take out the
What do you mean? Where did it start? Where does the stream start? Tell me who participated in that conclusion.
Well, it's several individuals. It was the group supervisor, the assistant special agent in charge, myself, and individuals in headquarters.
Okay, so there was a number of people who were very learned in this process. Now, you testified here today earlier, no part in the strategy to allow guns to be taken to Mexico. It was no part in the strategy to allow guns to be taken to Mexico. Is that right?
To knowingly allow guns to go to Mexico, yes.
To knowingly allow guns to go to Mexico.
Sir, in this case, we did everything. We had seizures in this case when we had evidence.
I asked you a specific question. I said that there was no part in the strategy to allow guns to go to Mexico. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
Would Mr. McMahon have participated in any way in the development of this policy or the Fast and Furious strategy?
I know he was aware of it, yes, sir.
He was aware of it. Mr. McMahon, you testified, a plaza boss. He has $70,000. He wants $70,000 worth of guns. What's a plaza boss?
It's someone in a hand controls an area for a cartel.
And where is that plaza boss?
In Mexico.
So you testified that part of the theory here, your words, is the plaza boss expects $70,000 worth of weapons.
Correct.
Mr. Newell, the strategy, Mr. McMahon identifies that you expect, you understand that he expects $70,000 worth of weapons. Where does that get in that there was no part in the strategy to allow guns to be taken to Mexico?
Yes, sir. We still, during the beginning parts of this case, we did not know who the plaza boss was. We didn't know.
That's not my question about who the plaza boss was. The question is there a plaza boss? Agent McMahon just said he's in Mexico.
Right.
And the plaza boss expects $70,000 worth of guns. Now, you're saying no part of the strategy was allow the guns going to Mexico. Who's right here?
Sir, the strategy wasn't to allow guns to go to Mexico.
But what did Agent McMahon just say? This was an OCDEF case.
Yes,
Who
sir.
else participated in this in the form of this going up?
I'd ask unanimous consent the gentleman be allowed to have another 30 seconds. Thank you.
Sure.
Was this an OCDEF case?
Yes, sir, it was.
Okay, that implies that at a certain point in time it moves beyond your agency, does it not?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean with regard to OCDEF? What kind of other participants were there as part of OCDEF?
Well, there's other agencies that were involved in this.
Other agencies.
Yes.
What other agencies were involved in this?
In this investigation, they were full partners in this case was Immigration and Customs Enforcement, now known as Homeland Security Investigations. We had Internal Revenue Service, and we had assistance to some level from DEA.
So are you saying DEA, IRS, and ICE all knew about this program to participate in the OCDEF?
They participated in the investigation, yes, sir.
In the investigation. Were they aware that guns were being walked to Mexico?
Sir, again, I'm assuming that they were, I mean, I know they were aware of the strategy, but it's.
They were aware of the strategy?
Yes, sir.